To Sudan now, and police lobbed tear gas at protesters in the capital Khartoum on Thursday. The protesters were once again rallying against the country's military rulers in the 7th month of demonstrations. They marched despite a heavy security presence, which included the US-sanctioned Central Reserve Police deployed at key points along the protest route. A military coup in October effectively ended a 2019 power-sharing deal between generals who overthrew President Omar al-Bashir and political parties that opposed him.
This operation is irresponsible and not right, no matter what. The Sudanese people are in charge of their nationalist agenda.
CGTN's Naba Muhyiddin is in Khartoum and joins us live with more. Naba, police yesterday used tear gas to disperse protesters in Khartoum streets as they demonstrated against the military rule. What is the situation today, and are there any more protests planned?
Hi, yes, the protest lasted actually to very late hours in the night, and the police was moving around, the police and the RSF and the military was moving around and repressing people and firing tear gas till late hours in the night. Today the streets are still blocked with barricades and the movements of people are very low. Like we can see, the bridge is there is not many cars in the bridge, and people are cautiously moving because they are fearing escalation and they are fearing an unscheduled protest and repression by security forces. Yes, there is planned protest, at least 2 mass demonstrations next week against the military rulers and against the talks initiated by UNITAMS and African Union and the IGAD. The escalation will continue, and observers think even the repression will continue because last night's repression was so big and it's so obvious that the military rulers want the protest groups and pro-democracy groups to convince that the talks are only the way to resolve the political crisis. So people are expecting more escalation from the pro-democracy groups and more repression by the military rulers and security forces.
And about a leading Sudanese politician was arrested on Thursday following a visit to Juba, where he met with leading Sudanese rebel leaders. What more can you tell us on this?
Yes, 3 of the Communist Party members, politicians and political leaders, they were arrested in Juba and they were sent to Khartoum, and then they were arrested from Khartoum airport and taken to probably Suba jail. But now in the first hours of this morning they were released, and the politician and Communist Party condemned Juba arresting them and sending them to Khartoum, and they think it's escalation from the military rulers, while politicians and pro-democracy groups and UNITAMS and all the international community are trying to resolve the political crisis, not to escalate it. So they think this is a relapse, and this is against the goodwill that the military rulers show, accepting the talks initiated by UNITAMS. So now they are released, but the Communist Party is calling for more escalation, and all of the politicians are condemning this kind of acts.